Welcome to the Push podcast. We are
Number 10, baby.
episode 10. Are you looking at the camera? Or are you looking
That's the
at
camera right there.
Right, okay. All right. You looking
10.
at
We're in that 10. I can see fake tan on my hands.
fake tan? I thought you were looking a bit tanned. What's
all
the fake
natural.
tan for?
Just part of my weird self-esteem issues. I like to be tanned all the time.
And you feel more confident when you're tanned?
Yeah. I feel like I could talk to women when I'm tanned.
How many women are you talking to these days?
At least my wife. When she'll talk to me.
Right.
Melanotan, actually. Melanotan.
Melanotan.
I use and recommend Melanotan.
And fake tan.
And
as well,
fake tan and sunshine.
And sun.
The only thing I don't do is use the solarium.
You got the triple threat. They're coming a triple three-way.
Yeah. I just think I wanted to be black in a previous life.
You look really dark. Like I'm pasty white compared to you.
And you're actually, are you a man of colour?
1/16th of colour.
Yeah. Speaking of people of colour, we had the lovely Barsha on last week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
The vegan princess warrior and model. You know she's done some modelling?
Well, she discussed that briefly.
Yeah. She did a Westfield campaign.
Yeah, well, she's curvy, so I guess they want
Curvy.
more realistic women in their campaigns.
Curvy
right?
and beautiful.
Not scrawny little
Stick
fucking
bitches.
coat hangers.
Yeah. Sticks
Stick
with
figures.
tits.
Stick figures,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, episode 10. How's your week?
I deviated from the diet a few times.
A few times.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it really.
Well, yeah, I mean, you had. Look, I think you couldn't be given a pass this week. New baby boy.
That's not really an excuse to eat chocolate, though, is it?
Not really.
No.
That's what I was giving you. It's going to be easy on you.
Although it was from the baby shower that there's a massive block of Toblerone sitting there.
That's not real friends, is it?
No,
It's not like
it's gone now though.
Yes, it's gone. You eradicated.
I got rid of it.
It's not like Ace could have eaten it.
No, Ace. No, that's right.
We just saw a picture of Ace and Jade's breasts, and he was thrown up the west side.
Oh, West Side.
West side.
Yeah.
That's 2 pictures I've seen him doing that in.
Yeah, he's representing.
I think it's all the gangster rap you've been listening to while she was in the womb. He was in the womb.
I think you could be right. He's like born woke.
Did you?
West Side woke.
Did you do any of that talking to the baby in the womb and things?
In the tummy, yeah.
Yeah. They say that.
I've done it with all my kids.
Yeah.
I actually spoke to the belly and told them to make sure they recognise this voice because this is the voice of authority, the voice they will obey for the rest of their lives.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, it works every time.
Okay, good.
But you know what did happen, and this happened with my second son Toby. I was reading stories to the belly before quite a lot,
Yeah.
like a dozen times at least before he came out.
Sure, yeah.
And when he did come out, he was screaming, as they sometimes do when
Yes,
they're born.
yeah.
And he was taken over it was a cesarean, and he was taken over to the table, and I went over and started talking to him. As soon as he heard my voice, he calmed down.
No way.
Just immediately.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
that's-
recognised my voice, which 100% recognised it because I've been talking to him.
For sure. And he'd seen it. Well, yeah, apart
Yes.
from his own mother, that'd be the...
That's it. So he grabbed my finger. No, well, he'd probably hear my voice more because his mother did. Oh, I suppose.
Good dude, you hear the voice.
That's true.
Resonating through
Yeah, that's
the
true.
body.
Anyway, he grabbed my finger and he calmed the fuck down
Yeah.
straight away.
You didn't have to bitch slap him.
No, the doctor had already done that.
Yeah. Did he?
No.
Yeah. They didn't do that to Bianca either. Bianca was really calm. Actually, I've got the video somewhere. I've got to find it.
You know what they do? They rub their back with like a towel or something if they're struggling to get their breath properly at the start.
I could do with a back rub.
You want me to give you a back rub now?
No, that's all right. I am in a bit of pain
A
though.
little trap squeeze?
I think that's enough. Thank you. I am in a bit of pain though. I had a sore groin.
Yeah, I'm not responsible for that.
Yeah, no. Look, I've been struggling. I've got some swollen
Testes?
I wish. No, they're not-
Shrunken testes and
swollen lymph nodes.
Ah.
Fuck, it's painful. I don't know what's going on. So of course, I know I've got a hernia, but my immediate default is to assume that it's obviously terminal, and it's like either kidney failure or liver failure or something. Because that's what I do. I'm fucking hypochondriac.
Right. Did you actually go and get it diagnosed?
I got an ultrasound on in Chinatown on Friday, and I get the results sometime during the week. But yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. But I've told you about my hypochondria stories before. I think I told you about nearly losing my leg once.
But that was not really hypochondria.
No, I did nearly lose my leg.
Yeah.
But the reason I had to go and get the angiogram, which is a heart test for anyone that doesn't know, was because I thought I was having a heart attack when it was a panic attack.
Right. And they nearly cut your leg off.
Well, no, the procedure nearly caught a blood clot in my artery. Yeah, caused a blood clot.
Right.
Yeah. But the one I wanted to mention, so I thought we could have a new segment called Steve's Hypochondria Stories.
We could have a whole new channel.
Yes, yeah, we could actually. So I another time I thought I was having a heart attack.
Have you ever had a heart attack?
No. It was days when I probably
could have.
No, well, I probably just went to nightclubs a little. Let's put it like that. I went to nightclubs a little bit too much.
Right.
And I convinced Gabriella to drive me to the hospital. And my doctor first had given me some angina tablets, which are like vasodilators.
Right.
And they give you massive
hard on.
No, well, they work in the same fashion as Viagra. They open up the blood vessels, but in doing that, so it helps your heart if you're having a heart attack. But you also get massive headaches, really bad headaches. So, of course, at the first opportunity, I took one and got a massive headache.
Yes.
Made Gabriella drive into hospital, and they looked at my symptoms, and I'd forgotten to tell them about the tablets. So they said, well, you might have meningitis. So then the test for meningitis is a lumbar puncture.
Okay.
So I had to lie on my side in the fetal position, and they put this needle like this big into your spine, draw out spinal fluid to test whether you've got meningitis.
Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't have meningitis.
They put it that far in?
Yeah, it goes in a long way. It goes into your spine, they draw out spinal fluid. Yeah, so...
Sounds a bit like the epidural.
Well, same procedure.
Right.
I guess, except you're injecting, you're sucking out rather than injecting in.
Yeah, right.
So
that's a similar length of
needle?
Of protrusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't really want to have anything protruding into your back passage.
unless that's your thing and you like things protruding into your back passage.
Yeah.
Some people probably request that.
No, of course they
demand it. Essentials of anyway.
Yes. Let's move on. So your diet shit?
Oh no, it's good. Like it's fantastic and flawless right up until about 10 or 11 at night.
10 or 11 is the witching hour, isn't it?
And then the rest of the humans in the house go to bed or go to sleep, and I'm just sort of
left to your own devices,
turning off lights and letting
over there?
Letting the dog out for a wee, and then and I just go, oh, what about a little something?
Well, I actually last night about 1 o'clock I got up and I thought I'll just go downstairs and have a look what's there.
Why?
What
was there?
Well, I went to the Bianca's carb bag, which got a treat.
Straight to it,
nothing in it.
Oh.
So, and I put the bread in the freezer so you can't just grab a piece of bread.
Yes.
So I got 2 slices of bread,
out of the freezer,
put them in the toaster, Nutella on the bread, toasted, ate it.
Oh.
And then I got another 2, so 4 slices.
So the freezing the bread didn't help at all?
Didn't help at all. Just slowed me down a little bit.
Yeah, just a slight delay. So that was last night.
But I mean, good.
Nutella and bread.
Yeah,
that's a good combo. I don't actually like Nutella.
I'm not a fan, but it's, what else? I didn't have any other options.
It probably does satisfy that chocolatey craving.
I always feel a bit let down by Nutella. Like it promises chocolate, but it's a bit nutty.
My partner, goes through it. But she's got like a massive jar, medium, small, extra small. She's got like a whole those Russian dolls that get smaller and smaller and fit inside each other. She's got that equivalent of that of Nutella at home.
Women and Nutella, I don't like, and bikini girls and Nutella.
And bikini boys with Nutella too.
Do they like it as well? Do they?
Yeah, they do. They smear it all over their.
No, they don't. Oh, they probably do. Fucking dickheads. I'm sorry. I don't. I just can't see the value in wearing board shorts on stage.
I reckon I could do the Masters board shorts division.
Probably could.
And I wouldn't have to worry about getting my legs shredded.
No, but
They'd lean up as my upper body. My upper body would always get vascular and shredded, and there'd still be watery bum and thighs.
okay,
So it's perfect for me.
perfect.
Just the lazy dieter. It doesn't have to worry about those last couple of
The
weeks.
grainy.
Yeah, so grainy from the waist up, but from the middle section, which is covered by the board shorts, was a bit soft.
Perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect because they've ripped calves and ripped everything else on show. See, it's made for me. But
Did you ever get to a point where you got? I mean,
no,
were you happy? No, I mean,
I always had a fat bum.
yeah.
Never had ripped glutes. Not like some of those guys have. Fucking.
Oh, Justin Wessels on
IFBB
today,
Mr. Australia.
today, won Mr. Australia and won the under 100s.
Beating Lucky Hatzipantelis.
Yes, although
Closely.
Well, I think he had in condition. I mean, I'm judging this by like 2 photos on Instagram.
Yes.
But Lucky's legs are just so dominant. I didn't see any photos from the rear. I imagine Justin just out-conditioned everyone, which would be, I imagine it's the case. But if Lucky could bring up his upper body to match his legs, but that's a hard thing. I mean, I always struggled with that as well. I always.
Yes. The Tom Platz syndrome.
Yes, and I love training my legs hard. 1 year in 2004, I think it was, Charlie Duca had a look at me and I asked him what I should do what I needed to work on 6 months out from my...
And so stop training legs?
Yes.
And train the rest?
Yeah.
And what did you do?
Kept training legs. I couldn't, it's just what I do.
Yeah, I know.
I guess that's a good bodybuilder or a smart bodybuilder will be really objective about their physique and say...
And work on the weak points.
Yes.
To bring them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and at the same time sacrifice their excellent body parts. Not sacrifice.
Yeah, well, Branch Warren did that.
But just put them on hold.
Branch Warren didn't train his legs for 6 months.
Right.
To
let his upper body
balance
catch
it
up.
out. Yeah.
And did it work for him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then why don't you do that?
I'm not very bright.
Bastard. Okay.
Because because training legs is a mental and spiritual process, not just a physical. You got no sleeves on today, Kev. I noticed.
I know, no sleeves. I thought I'd like to show off some guns, or some delts, but there's not really much there. See, there's no.
It's there. It's just got to uncover.
There's a little bit of tricep. There's no shoulder cut in here. Still fat. Fat cunt.
Still fat and old. Slightly younger than I am.
My jaw's getting ripped.
Yeah, it does that. And your eye. You get the eye vein.
Yeah, so at least there's a start there. Oh, actually, since the City Gym Summer Shred began 6 or 7 weeks ago, 1st of September, same day as our first podcast, if you will recall.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I've dropped about 6 kilos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
92.1 the other day. So it's got to be coming off somewhere.
Yeah. I can't weigh myself because I obsess about it. I think too many people weigh themselves.
Yeah, look, it's not really the best way of tracking progress, but for me at this stage, it's the only way I'm doing it.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I got no tattoo. Do you want to see it?
Yes, I'd love to see it. Well, depending on where it is. And he's about to show us his.
It says.
Okay.
I thought my abs would look better than that actually, but fine.
Nothing human is alien to me.
Yes.
Now that would be a quote.
It is a quote
somebody.
from fucking hell, I've totally forgotten.
Did you choose the font?
Yeah.
You said I want it this way.
I want a typewriter's font. I like it.
Oh yeah.
So many people have fonts like that with just scroll, and I thought I'd do something different.
Yeah.
But
why don't you get like the old Space Invaders video game logo font? It's got alien in it, you see.
Why don't I just get the Space Invaders logo?
Why don't you get the whole Space Invaders screen with those things moving across left and right, and your little man that you go go. Shh. What was that?
That's
Steve?
Bianca's little thing. This is our furry animal. We didn't have one behind us today, so you can sit there.
The mascot.
Yep.
Okay, that's enough.
But so I was looking for new, tattoo places in the area around Newtown, and
There are a few.
yeah, and the first one I rang, the lady answered, and I recognised the voice, and I gave my name. She said, "Oh, it's Steve. It's Maria from the gym." And Maria Zaccriotto was working there.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I tell you that? No. Yeah.
Oh, she got a job in a tattoo place.
She was doing reception there, and that's the first place I rang.
She probably gets cheap tattoos.
She probably does.
50% off or something.
No, I don't think that much.
Not that
They
much
don't
off.
they don't like giving. Ask Jade. They don't like giving too much.
When it's staff.
Maybe. Yeah. She hasn't got much space left, really.
Yeah, no.
Arms. I think arms are next.
She could do throat.
Or vagina, maybe.
How do you know that's not already done?
I don't. She showed me photos of her boobs. They're fully tattooed.
Are they?
Yeah.
All over the boobs?
All over the boob.
Holy shit.
Maria, if you're listening. Hi.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not... See, I quite like it when they leave the boob.
I like it when they maybe like Larissa Reese has got one on the outside like that.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
She's about to have a baby.
Is she really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the lucky guy who managed to sort that one out?
I don't know. Sort that one out.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just romantic, isn't it?
Show one.
Actually, speaking of
Is she married? That's really what I should be asking.
Speaking of romance, I was training one of my clients the other day who's married to another guy, and he said he's a good guy, and he said I said, how did you meet your partner? He's been married for 5 years.
Oh, men, both men.
Yeah, both
right.
Men. And
yes.
And he said, how did you meet your partner? And he said, oh, online. And I said, oh yeah, like Grindr or something. He says, no, bigdicks.com.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you go and have a look?
Well, I didn't know. I felt like I should ask you who was the...
Who was looking and who was searching and who was found?
And who had it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they both did.
You should have asked.
Oh, I didn't want to pry.
The prying had already occurred.
Yeah, well, no, he's quite happy to discuss it. Yeah, so...
So is Larissa Rice married? Or she just get someone to knock her up?
I'm not particularly intimate with her myself.
Oh, okay.
I
thought she was into chicks.
Yeah, God love her.
So maybe she just got someone to donate.
It might have been inseminated.
Might have been. Probably was. One way or another.
Well, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, unless... yeah. That's
you mean it could have been turkey basted up there?
Could have been turkey basted, or it could have been, what's the word? Immaculate conception.
Could have just been like a gay friend or a friend that
Why
gave
gay?
a donation. Well, gay person might want to... It doesn't have to be, but he might want a kid and she might want a kid. They don't want to do it the, old-fashioned way.
Maybe she message Larissa Reese.
Offering services.
No, finding out how you how'd you get knocked up, love.
It's probably all over the internet already.
Oh,
You
it
just
probably
don't
is.
look at them.
I'm getting my teeth on Monday.
About time.
Fucking hell, what
You
a process.
toothless old bastard.
Oh, yeah, the tooth fairy man should have finished his work by now.
I think it's partly your responsibility, though, following up. Isn't that right?
No, I rang my dentist. They were waiting on the tooth fairy man.
Tooth fairy. Oh, that fellow we
Yes.
referred to last time.
Yes, him.
And he's all ready to go now.
Apparently.
Don't show. That's a bad look.
No, it's not sexy, is it?
Sexy.
So I'm going to have some nice, shiny teeth there.
You could be Sylvester suffering succotash, lisping cat.
I have got a bit of...
cat.
You know what does really change your speech pattern is when you have a tongue piercing.
Yes, I've had one in the
Oh,
past.
did you have one as well?
I had two at one point. Two in the tongue.
What, one forward, one back?
Yeah.
That's just silly.
One centred, one forward.
Yeah.
Good conversation starting.
Yeah.
Once your speech fixes up.
Mine never did. I always had a bit of a thing happening.
I remember what
That's how my teeth started. How that's because I used to click it against my gum. It started gum erosion.
Yeah, I used to knock it against my teeth, and I thought this is not good. My teeth are going to break, so I took it out.
Yeah. Well, you'd say you had a story about them.
I was going to say about how I just had my tongue pierced, and I went out that night, and I met Ange Gentek Ange out years ago, and was talking to her.
Okay.
Chatting, that's it.
Good. Because that wouldn't be a story I'd want to put on here.
No. But I was trying to talk to her, and we became friends. But you know how you talk funny with that brand new piercing, and you can't really pronounce words correctly.
No, well, your tongue swells up.
That's right,
massively.
Yeah.
Mine was done by a guy, this bikie in Townsville, at a tattoo place, and just some random bikie.
Yeah, just in his garage.
Say, hey mate.
He untied you for a half hour so he could pierce your tongue.
Oh, come on. Why does it always go there? It was only once.
Because you always leave it there. It's just so easy.
Just own visions of that scene from Pulp Fiction.
It's so easy to fill in the
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, yeah. Marcellus Wallace. Yeah. But you lead me down that path, and it's so easy for me to just finish the
That's one of my favourite quotes, is the quote from that Marcellus says to Bruce Willis, says, see that voice in your head? It's something like, that's just pride. That's just pride fucking with you. Or something like that. Just before he's supposed to throw the fight.
Yes.
And he doesn't. What are we talking about?
Such a good movie, that.
Oh, it's my favourite movie.
Is it, of all time?
Yeah, by far the most favourite.
I watched it again maybe about a year ago or so, maybe a bit longer. But I hadn't seen it in 10 years or something, so I thought I'd better watch that again. It was still very good.
This show's really poor parenting on my part.
Oh, you let Bianca watch it?
A very, very judiciously edited version.
Oh, who edited it?
Me. Like, I just skipped parts.
It's way too mature for...
Oh, I know. Like
the concepts in that, the storylines.
Yeah, the brain's getting blown out through the ceiling on the car wasn't...
Yeah. That girl's been conditioned to a lot of adult material.
Yeah, maybe too much. I don't know.
Hope she's like locked away in her bedroom with the door locked when you've got the porn playing.
Oh, come on. Yeah. I don't have porn. I don't look at porn.
You've retired from porn.
No, I don't look at it anymore. All our devices, including these, are have parental blockers on them. Yeah.
I haven't actually done that to my devices.
You should. It's only been a matter of time before they start googling
penis.
Vagina. Yeah. I don't think it serves. I don't think it serves me well to do a lot of porn. I don't know. What's your porn consumption like now? Do you have time?
Occasionally, I'll have a glance at something.
Yeah,
but I only need to watch it for a couple of minutes. A couple of minutes, and it's all over.
We're kidding. Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't done it for ages, for a long time. Because it's yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay. Speaking of your spinal tap, going back to that and that medical procedure you had. Do you know what urodynamics is?
No. Could you fill me in?
I can explain. I don't know about filling you in. Okay.
That's just childish.
You started laughing.
Can you fill me in?
Okay. So I was talking to this older gentleman at the gym,
and you asked him, "Can you fill me in?"
No, did not. He has that covered already.
All right.
But he had some time off the gym because he had to go in to the hospital for urodynamics.
Is it something to do with your urinary tract?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
They take
Is this like sounding like
a flexible straw, and they insert it into your penis all the way in up to the
urethra.
Yeah, but we're talking this far.
Yeah,
right up and up towards.
It'd have to go that far just for mine anyway. Let's be real.
Yeah, when he says this far, he means this far. All right.
Well, this screen's actually not big enough.
Yeah, well.
Anyway.
Yeah, and so they thread it in like a bendy straw, and they put it right up towards where your bladder is, and then they take a little sample to. Camera. Let's whack a camera up there.
Any particular reason for this, or we just?
Oh yeah, he had No, it's just a Sunday thing, doing it for fun.
Well, that's what Rania does. That's sounding. That's what Rania does for a living.
Yeah, it's like that, except it's not a steel rod.
Right.
It's a flexible
Right.
thing, so that obviously you can get around the curves and stuff.
Yes.
And they have a look just up there to see if there's a blockage or something.
My testicles just retracted as you were
But
saying
then,
that.
right, once they've threaded it in there,
Yeah.
then to pull it out,
You seem to be getting quite excited about
pull
this.
it out, they grab it and they just go yank,
Well, if you had
like fast. I said, what, they don't slowly
no, it's
pull
worse
it out?
fast. It's worse slowly. Have
They-
you ever had a catheter?
No,
Same deal.
they yank it out like
Yeah.
like ripping a sticky
Band-Aid.
plaster off
Yeah,
your,
no,
off
that's-
your arm.
One of my the surgery thing with my leg, I had to have a catheter, and so you woke up with a catheter in, right?
Yeah.
And that's how they take it out. They say cough, and bang, pull it out.
Oh.
And it's like this. I don't. There's nothing more excruciating.
Yeah, it didn't sound much fun when this guy was explaining it to me. So that's aerodynamics.
Yeah. Well, fuck. We're all richer for knowing that story, aren't we? Do you I noticed when do you so as you said before, you've spent a lot of time talking to your boys about in the womb and
yes.
so how do you manage their given that you're an authoritarian father, how do you manage their screen time?
Oh, it's
And
set.
is it managed?
It is managed.
Right.
They can't have any during the week when they're with me. They're with me 3 afternoons a week after
Right.
school,
Right.
and 3 weekdays.
Right. They stay overnight?
Yeah, 3 nights.
Right.
3. They stay Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday nights,
Right.
and every second Saturday. So
Right.
7 nights at every 14.
Right.
And they can't have screen time until 5:30.
Yep.
So after school, they've got
So
to
they do homework first?
Homework
Yep.
or read a book.
Yep.
Or I've if they don't have any homework, I give them homework that
That's-
I've gotten for them.
Yep.
Like the NAPLAN tests that they do at school. You can print those out, copies of them,
Yep.
and I give them to them. They're not happy,
That's awesome.
but I give it to them.
Yeah.
And then grade it. And if they get it wrong, they'll go say, "No, that's wrong. You got to do. It's a different answer. Like get the right answer." So, they often say, "No, I don't have any homework," and I
Yes.
don't believe it because when I was that age, I had homework. I remember.
Yeah, Bianca says that regularly.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember doing all my times tables and stuff when I was like 10.
10,
you know?
11, yeah.
So they got at least, and if they at
And
least
if they
know
don't,
that,
they
at
can
least
do
practice that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5:30 to 6:30 for 1 hour they get screen time, and then it's dinner time,
Yep.
and and then there might be a little option for a bit more after dinner, but then it's bed. So and
What time do you go to bed?
About 8. What time does bed go?
Oh man, it's just insane. I think it because she's an only child. Do they play with each other much?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, see-
they do all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not
That's
all the time. A lot of the time.
No, that's nice because I think she gets a bit of leeway. She gets too much leeway because of that.
Yes, I would suspect that would be the case with most single children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So often, only children are spoiled, and they get whatever they want. I'm not saying this happens with your child, but I've seen it with other kids, like friends of my boys that are that throw a tantrum when they don't get something.
Oh, sure.
You know?
I think also it's they because they don't have anyone to play with, and if you've got to do something yourself, like cook or something, it's easy. She'll be on the computer.
Yes.
But like she plays this game called Roblox at the moment. Have you seen it?
No.
It's like Sims. They create a city, a
world.
house, and everything like that. And she's obsessed with it.
Right.
When she's not playing it, she wants to watch other people playing on YouTube, which is just
Okay. What's the other one?
Fortnite.
No, there's another building one. All the
Sims.
Squares. No, it's all everything's
Right, and they were into that.
Yeah, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. But same thing, watching other people play it.
Yeah.
Grown adults playing kids' games.
Yeah, madness.
On YouTube, I've banned it.
Yeah, that's
no,
good.
no more watching other people playing games.
Yeah.
I want them to play the game.
Sure.
Yeah. You play the game yourself, or
do
that's
something
it.
else.
Or do something else.
Yeah.
You're not watching other people play because they're earning money. They're earning money because they get millions of views. These fuckers that play video games and other people watch it,
And
they make money from
what
YouTube.
a waste of your life.
A waste of your life if you're watching other people
That's what I'm
play.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
At least the people playing, they're making money.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't want my children
Contributing
to them making
Yes.
millions of dollars. Fuck that. So I created a YouTube channel for my kids so they
Right.
can make their own
Yeah.
YouTube videos and stuff. They're shit, but
That's all right.
they're making them.
And what's disappointed me about her starting computer games is because she's actually quite talented with the videos. Like she's got her own channel.
Yes.
And
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Yeah, she's quite
good
good
at editing.
Yeah, and
Better
she's
than you,
quite- she's
probably.
a lot better than me,
Yeah.
and it's quite good on the speaking to camera. Probably better than us. But she's dropped it completely in
To
favour
watch.
of these stupid games
So I think you should let her play the game,
for an hour. Yeah,
but ban her from watching other
yeah.
people play.
It's just mindless.
Oh, it's just seriously, these people doing that are getting multi-millions of hits. People watching it.
Yeah. Do you think how long do you think it is before like you have implants into your brain instead of a phone?
Oh yeah, or in your wrist or something. I think that's like just around the corner, isn't it?
Some guy
Barcodes.
you heard about the guy who put an Opal card in his wrist so he could swipe it on the bus.
What a fuckwit.
I thought it was quite ingenious.
But listen,
Will you do it?
listen. The next stage for Bianca, after being obsessed with video games and YouTube and stuff, is probably going to be boys. So you got to weigh up. For sure.
Oh, she can play all the games she wants there.
There you go.
No, the next stage, I think, I think her girl, because they mature a bit quicker, is messaging, wanting to message and stay in contact with their
Girlfriends.
friends.
Is that not happening yet? Oh yeah, no, that's probably around 12, 13, 14.
She's got Messenger on a phone, but she's not interested yet. Like she'll message someone occasionally, but that's going to happen, I reckon, in a year or so. And because that worries me because some
She's 10 and she's got her own phone.
hasn't got a SIM card.
Right. Wi-Fi only.
Yeah,
My boys don't have phone. They're
No.
not getting it to high school.
that's good. Yeah.
Although Jake said to me today, I'm 11, I'm going to save up for an iPhone.
Well, she saved up for hers.
Yeah.
She it was part of the McDonald's fees I had to pay her.
McDonald's fees.
Well, at the start of the year, I made a bet with her that I would not eat McDonald's for a year.
And every time you ate McDonald's,
I had to pay her $100.
$100.
Yes.
How
Well,
many
I wanted to make it valid.
Of course. How many times did you pay her?
$300.
So she could afford her phone. There you go.
Yeah.
I bet she
She's-
loved that bit.
Of course. We'd be driving home.
She'd go, Daddy.
We'd be driving home past the McDonald's here, and she'd go, Dad, I really think I feel like McDonald's. Do you want some? And trying to drag me into McDonald's. Actually, I went the other night. The other night, I drove on the way home. It was a long day. I drove into the driveway at McDonald's here, and rang Gabrielle and said, "Oh, look, do you want trying to get some sort of buy-in from her to make alleviate my guilt? Do you want some McDonald's?" She said, "No, I'm okay. I've eaten." And I thought, damn, I can't now. And I drove back out.
What if there had been a car up your bum?
There wasn't.
Were you in the drive-through?
Yeah, but you can
Veer off.
divert,
Yeah, okay.
detour around.
That's what you did.
I did that.
Well done,
Yeah.
son. That's good. I'm
Yeah.
impressed that
Yeah.
you actually
yeah,
got that far in and you managed to
exactly.
pull yourself out.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish
didn't
I could
pull
have done
myself out.
I wish
I just drove out.
I wish I could have done that.
Pull my cock out in the driveway.
I bet that's been done before. I wish I could do that with the Toblerone.
Yeah, it's too late now, man.
Too late.
It's gone straight to your hips.
Straight to my fat ass.
No, but I was going to say, so there's going to be a thing, isn't it? Virtual sex.
Where'd that come from?
The implant in your head.
You've just gone from that to virtual sex.
Eventually, you're going to have people. There's going to be two type of people. There's going to be us, like the warriors, where it's trained and jacked,
Yes.
and then there's going to be like the Jabba the Hutt gamers
slobs,
that
yes.
just sit in a big blob,
And
consuming food like with an IV and consuming and just in the Matrix, like in there,
Lawnmower Man. Did you see that movie back in the day?
Is that Arnie?
No, it wasn't Arnie. It was some other
Stephen
guy.
King wrote it though.
Yeah, it was another guy.
Okay.
But he basically...
That's what that was like?
He was a weird, freaky dude that mowed the lawns, and he got sucked into the video
vortex.
games, into the Matrix kind of thing, and he became this beast.
Right. Yeah.
But in real life, he actually...
See, we're already
there.
We're already there.
Already beast mode. Beast mode. Hashtag
fucking
beast
hate
mode.
beast mode.
You got to do it for this
Hashtag beast
podcast.
mode.
Okay, so when you subscribe,
Or like our videos.
Yes.
And both, actually.
subscribe and like down below. Fucking hit the button. You'll see a little hashtag beast mode this time, won't they, Steve?
And if you throw a West Side gang sign,
You got to cross the fingers though.
we'll send you a free T-shirt.
All right.
Oh, it was just we didn't.
Once we get them printed.
No, well, it could be this T-shirt.
Oh, any free T-shirt, like that rag in my laundry.
Yeah.
No longer wearing.
Yeah. What else you got? You got some reader questions? Didn't you have one for a while back?
Yeah, I do. I have a question. I have a letter.
Okay.
I started reading it that time, but
Yeah.
it was the wrong one. Okay, so
Yeah.
and I've had it ever since. Okay. Dear the Push, I am a 38-year-old male, recently divorced, never set foot in a gym, but after a friend recommended watching your podcast, I've decided I want to start weight training. The trouble is, the closest gym to my place is very intimidating. Plus, I have no idea where to start.
Okay.
So I think this is probably the case for a few people. They want to go to a gym, they walk in, and there's all these beefcakes
Yes.
smashing
And that's just
massive weight,
And that's just the women.
throwing big weights around, and they're intimidated,
Yes.
right? But what these people need to realise, Steve, is that everybody has a first day in the gym.
Well,
Right.
even bigger than that, what they need to realise is that bodybuilders by nature are so self-obsessed that they don't even notice anyone else in the gym.
Oh, that's right. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't look at the skinny guys and go, "Oh, you're a skinny
No,
guy."
they're just looking at their
They
gains.
don't even care.
No.
No, and they also were once
Yeah, I mean,
a first timer.
look at us.
Well, I remember my first time. I mean, I mucked around a bit with it as a teenager, but then when I was 17, first gym I joined.
Oh, I thought you
and,
meant the first time.
First time. We've already talked about
We
first
did.
time. First time what?
First time,
First time with a man.
man, I think it's time for you to have a chat with Jade.
It hasn't happened. First time with a man hasn't happened yet.
Yet. Jade, if you're listening.
You're not a man until you've had a man. Lady used to say that.
Was he gay?
No, he was just
Really?
taking the piss.
Okay.
Yeah, to wind up his straight mates.
Okay. No, I was actually referring to first time in the gym
Yeah, I was talking the first time in the
Okay.
gym. I was younger than 17 for my first time in the.
with a man.
Let's not go back to our conversation about our favourite uncles. All right. No, first time in a gym, paying for membership and training hard. Right, 17, and like average body, nothing to speak of. I
No.
mean, I played sports for a few years, but not a bodybuild body.
No,
And we all started off with the first day.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
did. I was very certain. I was skinny fat, 60 kilos.
So these guys that are intimidated, you just got to head down, ass up, basically.
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there and start training. Before you know it, you've been there a week, then a
Yeah.
month, then 3 months, 6 months, and before you know it, you're packing on some muscle, and you're looking at this skinny guy that's walking in for the first time.
Yeah.
And I remember walking in those first couple of years of training and seeing guys that I admired their physiques, and
And then you go-
wishing that I
Yeah.
could be that well developed.
Jacked.
And then years
Surpassing
later, surpassing them,
Yes.
and then other people coming up to me and being in the roles have been
Yeah.
swapped.
Yeah.
Have swapped
For
you
sure.
know.
Yeah. Now they just
Now they just laugh.
now they
Who
say,
are those two old
oh,
guys?
look, oh, you know what they say? Fuck. You're in really good shape for your age.
for your age.
Fuck that.
For your age.
You know another one I hate is I hope I'm in your sort of shape when I'm your age. Fuck you, man. fuck you.
I saw an 85-year-old bodybuilder on Facebook the other day.
How do you look?
He looked good on stage. Training.
I try to avoid at all costs pulling the age card. Like fuck.
Yeah, that's
saying,
right. That's right.
I'm doing all right for my age. Fuck that, man.
So if you competed again, would you just go in the like under 90s or whatever the weight?
I did that once 4 years ago. I did it both. I did the Opens. I won the Open. I won the Open Class 4 in NABA.
Yes,
my height, and I went in the Masters
won as
both.
well.
Won both. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. But so yeah, you wouldn't just do Masters though, right?
That,
you want to do the Open and
get my ass kicked. Yeah.
No, and show up those young boys.
Well, you know what, and I didn't pay attention to it when I was young, because you don't, because you think you're immortal when you're young. But injuries, man, fucking injuries. That's what stops me from putting on muscle now. I think like
the chronic ones.
like the groin thing I've got now with a hernia, triceps. You just can't. And as I think we're both in agreement that to build big muscles, you have to lift big weights.
Yeah.
And my upper body has diminished in direct correlation to the weight I can lift.
Mm.
And you can sort of train, I train arms now, and I just basically try to do like a party pump sort of workout, because my tricep tendons are ready to snap.
Is there a treatment for that? Can you get some
stem cells
or something?
Stem cells, maybe.
Yeah, but have you looked into it?
Not yet, no. But it's not.
When I went to that tattoo expo, and then on the same day I went to the Mind, Body and whatever expo, there was a stem cell.
Was there really?
There? Yeah, there was like a booth talking about stem cells for various...
penis enlargement.
Yeah, so I got all the pamphlets on that and signed up. Right? Yeah, it's already doubled in size.
Oh, really?
So
it's 2 inches.
No, it started at 2. Now it's 4.
Oh,
yeah.
Money well spent.
At least I know it works. All right.
Yeah,
it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, right. It works quite well.
Works very
clearly.
Well. Works very well.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Prodigious.
Really. That's all that matters.
Well, maybe.
But women say they prefer girth anyway, Steve.
What's that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mind Body, they gave you some stem cells?
No, they didn't give me any stem cells. I just saw the booth there,
okay.
and I didn't actually stop and talk to them.
Okay.
No.
You went straight to the palm reader.
But my dog has had stem cell therapy.
Oh, your dog? Why?
Because she had a fucked back leg, which I already spent $5,000 on, 2 operations at the vet. And after the second operation, it didn't fix her limp because she had fucked knee. They replaced her knee with a plastic knee joint thing, and then they did something else. And I went back to the vet, and I said, "Look, man, it's been 6 weeks or 10 weeks or whatever after the surgery, and nothing hasn't improved at all." They said, "Well, there is one more thing we can do. That's stem cell therapy." I was like, "That fucking sounds like expensive stem cell therapy."
Yeah.
And the vet said, like, all credit to him, he said, "Oh, this will be on the house."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you've spent 5. It was like I spent $4,800.
Could have bought 5 dogs for that much.
Yeah, I know. So I well, once you're in. You can't really fucking say no. I mean, I could have said, "Okay, that's it." But
I tell you, I really like our cat Twinkle, but
you wouldn't spend $5,000 on it.
Spend $50, I reckon.
Okay, what happens if something happened? My dog cut itself on a thorny bush, and it cost $700.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, they sent her away a couple of nights. She was away at this to where?
To Sweden.
To somewhere, the stem cell place.
Yeah.
She came back and it fixed it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get some of that.
I was impressed.
I wonder if you can go into the dog one and get cheaper.
Some of there.
Get some dog.
Oh, you're used to vet products, aren't you?
Boom boom. Yeah, it's not like the old days.
You should get some stem cells injected into your penis, Steve.
Have you ever used Carbojet?
One time.
Yeah, me one time. I think it's something you do once.
Yeah,
unless you're Roy Black Prince.
Then you sign up for a...
Well, his Viagra doesn't work on him anymore.
Yeah.
Do
we have to discuss Carbojet?
Yeah, well, why not? Let's go there. I was a bit under the weather and not able to perform. And I think Roy had actually given me one to try. And I was not in a state that I could read the instructions.
Was it one of those automated things?
Yeah. But I couldn't work out how to do it. So I actually took it all apart, and put the liquid in an insulin needle. I don't know why, and injected the insulin
Doesn't
needle.
it have a self-injecting?
Yeah, but I couldn't read the instructions, and I injected the insulin needle into my dick.
Jesus Christ. And that's much thicker gauge too,
Yeah,
surely.
well, you know, it needed it with... Because...
When we're talking
I had to
about,
use the 5 mil.
when
Actually, it's a
we're
5 mil barrel.
when we're talking about such massive dimensions and girths,
Yes.
you need to go king size
That's
and
right,
everything,
the
right?
19 gauge needle.
King size condoms, king size lube,
I think
king size...
Magnum is the term. I mean,
Penis-
of
penis
course it's not.
lubes.
I've got a whole heap of them in there. I don't know what they call because rappers talk about it.
Yes, the game talks about too big for the Magnum or something.
Does he really?
Something, I can't remember the line.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and it didn't work anyway.
You know, the Magnum condom is only maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 millimeters wider.
Oh, right.
There's no extra length on it.
Okay.
Because I use them too.
Well,
Okay,
okay.
they're more comfortable.
Well, you
I
obviously
don't-
didn't use them enough.
No, I don't actually use them very much, but on the rare occasion that I have used it,
Yeah.
I
Not
noted-
recently, obviously.
No, not for
No, they
I
need to
don't know.
count back properly.
years, decades. It's probably shrunk by then anyway. Since then.
So yeah, it wasn't even whatever I did. I messed it up. I probably put it in a vein or something.
Oh, and it didn't work.
Didn't work anyway. So it was like
Because it doesn't go in very deep.
I think I might have put it in too deep.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, it wasn't my.
You dumb fuck.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
With the time I used it, it works like a fucking charm.
Yeah, okay. It's like
You could knock a nail into a wall with it.
yeah. Did you ever do that?
I did some nailing. Yes.
Ah,
It's another story. That actual episode with the carver jet is another story that's not suitable for on-air admissions.
yeah. You got to protect the innocent.
Skeletons. Protect the skeletons. Lock that door and make sure that no bones fall.
But well, I'm glad it worked for you.
It did work.
Scary process though.
Oh, I know.
I don't.
Some of you boys will know what we're talking about. Girls won't have a clue what we're talking about.
Girls might have
Oh,
experienced the results of the nailing. You've heard those bad stories though, where it's not got down, hasn't gone
For
down,
days or something.
and blood builds up, and
I know a guy who overdid it with the Viagra's. He took some ridiculous number of
Yeah.
Viagra's. Like one does the job, right?
one does more actually. Yeah,
Even
more,
half does the job.
more. Yeah, half is enough.
Anyway, he'd
Kids,
taken
half is enough.
He'd taken numerous
Yeah.
Viagra's all
Yeah.
in one session, right? And
Managed his headache.
and his penis wouldn't go down and had filled so
blood.
much that he had to go to the hospital and get it drained.
Yeah, because the blood will actually eventually coagulate.
So they had to drain like syringe after syringe of blood out of his dick.
Yeah, that can't be good for anyone.
No. I'm like, what? I mean,
Well, you obviously probably wasn't in a good state of mind.
no, that's right. To even be in that position.
No, I don't know what position he was in, but
The position of having taken far too much Viagra.
yeah, it's not a. Again, same with that. It's not much. Do you still use it?
I haven't used it for a long time.
No,
I've used it in the past.
Oh, for sure. I've used way too many in the past.
But even a third of a tablet does the job.
Yeah,
If
I
you
just
only-
don't like it.
If you only need its effects for like an hour or two, then
An hour or two. 5 minutes.
what would you need it for 5? Then you probably just need to sniff the pill for 5 minutes worth.
Yeah, I'm quite red anyway, and if I'm exerting myself, as you know, when I train, I go even redder. So,
Same deal
so
for the 5 minute exertion.
for the 5 minute exertion, it's high intensity cardio. Adding that into the equation, I look like a fucking neon sign, red neon sign.
A big, red, veiny, man-sized
Yes, penis.
phallic.
Yes,
Yes.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not. I speaking of that, I used what's the other one? The long acting one. Starts with C.
Cialis.
Cialis. I used that one.
What, does it last longer than...
Yeah, that's in your bloodstream for like 24 hours or something.
No.
Oh well.
Isn't it just the same shit?
No, it's longer acting.
Is it
It's
really?
longer acting. I'm pretty sure it is. And so I used one of them and then trained it in. I might have not slept, and went and trained, and nearly dropped it and passed out nearly because it's a vasodilator, it drops your blood pressure.
Yeah, right.
And Lincoln actually had to help me up the stairs. It's quite embarrassing.
Wow.
Glad no one knows about that.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I won't tell anyone that story. Yeah, so I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think so. Get a crossed arm shot. Oh no, we can't really reach. It doesn't really reach.
I am looking very tanned at the moment, aren't I? I got to the pool before. I went to Prince Alfred before with the girls.
You went and got a Prince Albert?
Can you imagine?
No, I could never do that. I could never put a needle through the head of my penis for a piercing.
Have you been with a girl that's pierced down there?
Yeah.
How was it?
Pretty.
It just gets in the way, really, doesn't it?
Nah, not on a girl, because it just sits above the clit.
Oh, what about on a guy?
Oh, that's your turn. Coming back. All right. Yeah, no. Oh dear, piercings.
My client had one. A client I trained had one. He just removed it recently.
Prince Albert.
There's one. There's the Prince Albert one. One of them you have to sit down where you pee, don't you? It sprays everywhere.
Through the eye of your cock,
Fuck
down, out underneath, so that you get like what a bull's nose ring thing.
Do you realise how you get quite excited about discussing penis torture?
I get excited.
Yeah, like
you're saying me personally.
Yeah, you seem to get quite when you're describing it. CBT, cock and ball torture, is the term.
You seem to know all about it, Steve.
I just I'm a worldly sort of well-travelled man.
It sounds like it.
Hence the tattoo. Nothing human is alien to me.
Yeah, like fucking ball torture.
No, fuck that. Can you imagine? We didn't ask Rania about that actually.
I've seen like pictures of dudes who have like their penis flattened between two perspex squares bolted with the wing nuts, so that it's like completely flat.
Doing? There's some childhood trauma there.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, I mean, there's nice.
Or actually, I went to one of those like a Hellfire Night type thing. Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't Hellfire, but
like more hardcore.
It was that sort of thing. And there was a show, and a guy had a wooden board across his thighs, and he'd got his like scrotum and was nailing nails through his scrotum onto the wood with a hammer and like proper fucking 4-inch nail or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
As part of the show.
Yeah.
That was the show. That was the show.
My old training partner, Tony Bartholomew.
Oh yes.
He had a brand of S&M show called Hardcore Heaven, and he would get injection needles, and stick them all over his shoulders and everything, and beat the crap out of people on stage. He's a very aggressive man. Remember, he used to slap me before.
What kind of needles would he put in?
Inject like
syringe needles.
Syringe needles
with a syringe on that. With the plastic.
No, just the syringe, just the needles.
And like put it through.
Yeah, like just put it all over his.
Just
like sticking like a thing.
Like
acupuncture. Yeah. And then he just.
And then bash people once he was.
I don't know if he was. Yeah, I don't know the complete process. But well for him.
Oh, he's gone, hasn't he?
Gone, yeah. I think it's suicide.
Oh, he was a bit of a city gym legend, Tony Bartholomew.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Maybe infamous.
Were you there when he shit himself?
No, I wasn't actually in the gym.
I was spotting him at the time.
I was a member at the time.
Yeah, I was spotting him, and he was squatting, and I had my.
Was it on the Smith machine or was it on the?
It was on the Smith machine in the corner. Remember? Yeah. And he would drink a jug with 24 egg whites in it before he left home on the way to the gym.
What the fuck?
24 egg whites with a bit of orange juice for flavour.
I think he's gone a bit over the top with the old Rocky thing.
And it was literally running down his leg, down his tights, while I was spotting him. And
he carried on.
And I was like, Tony, man, you got to go to the bathroom. No, fuck that.
Because he was partway through a set, or because he was
partway through a workout? He waited till he finished his workout.
Oh, did he leave a puddle on the floor?
No, it was all good. Well, fortunately, it was captured in his tights, all running down the back of his leg.
And it stunk.
The whole. Have you ever been at the gym lately where sometimes they're changing the oil trap and that stench, and the whole gym moves to?
There's a sewage stench. Was it like that?
It was like that. Yeah.
And you were right on him, spotting him.
Yeah, I was up close and personal. Like, I literally trying to breathe and spot him at the same time.
You should have said, "Fuck that! You got to go and sort your shit out, man."
Well, he literally, Billy Moore kicked him out of the gym after that.
Yeah, he was banned for life, right?
Even though he was going to write, he said, "Look, here's a check for $1,000 signed. You can cash it if I ever misbehave again." He said, "No, you're out."
Wow,
he did come back.
He did come back. I remember.
Yeah, man, he was a mess.
Was it after Billy left? Finished.
Passed away. Yeah. City Gym. Summer Shred. Do you want to talk about that just briefly? Keep dieting.
Oh yeah, we need to update a bit more for the Summer Shred. I think. So on the City Gym Facebook page,
yes.
we'll be putting up some shit. We really got to get those sponsorship things organised, right?
Well, I've spoken to
because we're halfway.
Yeah. So there's Gentech and ASN's prizes to be won.
October. See, we've got like
8 weeks, 10 weeks,
8 weeks to go or something.
So we're in the business end of it.
We are. We're just
on the pointy end, so to speak.
Well, just flipped over halfway. Really, I think we're 7 weeks in.
Yeah,
and it was about a 14-week thing. I think.
Yes.
So so hopefully, if you're doing the Summer Shred, you're still focused. You're still training hard, dieting, at least, better than me. Better than you?
Better than me. No, I'm all right.
Actually, it's 10 weeks until Steve's birthday.
Yeah, the big 5-0.
So that's 10 weeks of strict food intake.
Might have
no deviations.
Except for a cheat meal tonight.
You can shred in 10 weeks.
Oh, man, you can get I can be conscious shredding in 10 weeks.
I can do it in 8. I've done it in 8. But that's fucking hardcore.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's 6-7 meals a day. Cardio twice a day.
Yes.
Training every day.
Yeah.
Or maybe one, training not every day, but anyway. Very, very strict.
Yes.
Can be done.
Yeah.
Fucking
no
hell.
porn.
I was a young man when I did that, though. No porn.
No, you can't have porn.
No release at all?
No, you have to save it all for the gains.
Really?
Yeah, that's been my experience.
No ejaculations for 8 weeks?
You have to practice Kundalini. How do you pronounce it?
I don't even know what the fuck you're trying to say.
Kundalini
yoga. Is it Aboriginal too?
No. I think it's Indian. And you
you just hold your
tantric sex.
Hold your shit in.
Not your shit. You can let that out. But you ejaculate. So you orgasm, and you're supposed to have a whole body orgasm. And I don't know. It seems like a big waste of time to me.
Are they? If I'm about to go and train legs, but in the times that I have had sex in the afternoon,
I'm fucked.
You can't have a proper leg workout.
No,
you don't have the energy.
No.
So if you say no to the sex,
yes,
and then you go train, you have a much more productive workout, and then you can come home and do all your boning.
Yeah, if there's someone around.
Don't call me, Steve.
You're on my speed dial.
I know.
Post training sex partners.
I know I am, Steve.
On that note, I think we should leave it there. This has been the post.
Hi, David Driscoll.
the push.
Yes.
I call it the post.
The push post.
The push podcast because we're pushing weights. Pushing
Number
50.
10. We've done 10.
We've done 10.
Right. Soon we've done 100.
Yes. And I might have washed the fake tan off my hands.
All right. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel
and like and comment. We'd love some comments.
You're not too much commenting happening these days.
No, there's not. Maddie's been commenting. Thank you for that.
Next podcast, we would
like to
try and invite the Fat Red on. Now,
Jordo.
He is a
eating machine.
He is an eating machine, but he's also a natural pro bodybuilder.
Natural for life.
He's been winning competitions all over the place.
Yeah.
He's got swords. He's got long red hair. He's like Conan, actually.
He is like Conan. Conan with burgers.
And he smashes pizzas and burgers that are like this tall.
Yeah.
In record time, he wins. He's
all-round legend.
He's doing it all.
Yes. So Jordo, we'd love to have you on.
We're going to reach out, Jordo. So take care. And
Steve Machine Curran, Kevin Big Daddy Allwood. We'll see you next week.
Time.
Peace out.